Do you want to learn how to get started with dropshipping? Then you've come to the right place. My name is Ferdy and I will show you step by step how you can become successful with dropshipping. Let me show you what we will cover in this tutorial. I will show you how to get a free .com domain name and install WordPress and WooCommerce on it so you will be able to start selling products on your website. Then we need to find a supplier so we can start selling products from that supplier. In this tutorial we will sign up for a supplier that has more than 90,000 products in store and ships them to the whole world. After signing up, we will import thousands of products to our website and make sure that all the information and the stock of those products are in sync with our supplier. We will implement a few payment gateways, shipping costs and taxes calculations so people can really start buying things on our dropshipping website. And I will make sure that you learn how to make a profit on all those products you sell and how to put everything on autopilot so you can focus on getting visitors to your website. So for instance, for this product, your costs are $167.75. But based on these calculations, you add another 10% on top of the price. Then you add another $10 to the product, and then you round it up to $0.99. And that's how you make profit with dropshipping. And when people buy this through your website, VidaXL in this case, will send the product to the customer. When your dropshipping store is fully automated, we will focus on our homepage and our product page so everything will look amazing. And last but not least, I will show you how to get a ton of traffic to your website so you can start selling products on your brand new dropshipping website. In the description of this video, I have timestamps. So if you want to go to a certain part in the tutorial, you can click on one of those timestamps and you go directly to that part of the tutorial. When I go to fast for you, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, playback speed, slow down the speed of this tutorial. And if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. If you like what you're seeing so far, then please like this video. That will help me out a lot, and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming WordPress, WooCommerce, affiliate marketing, dropshipping related tutorials. Now let's take a look at the 5 steps we'll take in order to create an amazing dropshipping website. So first you get your free domain name and we will get web hosting. What is a domain name? A domain name is the address of your website. Web hosting is a special computer that's turned on 24/7 that contains all your files, all your emails, all your images, all the content on your website. So with your free domain name and web hosting, you are visible on the internet. Then we will install WordPress, and WordPress is completely free. It's the best tool to create a website without having to know anything about coding because WordPress is doing all the hard stuff for you. After that, we need to find a supplier because we do not have our own stock. Suppliers do. So when people buy things through our website, the supplier will ship products to the customer. When we found the right supplier, we need to import all the products from that supplier that we want to sell on our website. And then we're going to automate your whole dropshipping website. I'm talking about payment methods, calculating taxes, shipping, so that when you put everything into practice you learn in this tutorial, your whole dropshipping business is on autopilot. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So in order to get your free domain and web hosting, we need to go to webhosting31.com. Hit enter. I love Hostinger, and I'm not the only one. If you take a look at all the reviews at Trustpilot, you see that people are really excited about Hostinger. And if you take a look at the Google Trends, you see the word is spreading. More and more people are getting into Hostinger and they're really excited, just as I am. So if you want to get started, we click on Start Now and you see there are 4 plans. And I can tell you all the plans are really fast. And it's maybe a little bit overwhelming, 4 different plans, but I will show you which plan is right for you. You can get started with one website and then you pay less than $2 per month. The only thing is you don't get a free domain name with this plan. If you take a look at the most popular plan, the WordPress Starter plan, you can create up to 100 websites in this plan. You have 100 GB of SSD storage, which is more than enough, and you can have up to 25,000 visits per month. And over here you see you get your free domain. The big difference between the WordPress Starter plan and the Business WordPress plan is that you can have more gigabyte storage, but I don't think you need those extra 100 gigabytes. I think this is enough for 100 websites, but you can have more monthly visits. But you can always upgrade later. So when you reach 25,000 visits per month, you can upgrade to the Business WordPress plan. And if you know already you want to start an agency, you want to create 50 websites in the first year, then I suggest the Cloud Startup. And the crazy thing is this is really affordable for cloud hosting. As I said, you can always upgrade later. And 2 more important things to say. All plans are blazing fast. The only thing is the higher the plan, the more websites you can have up and running at the same time and still maintain the super fast speed of your websites. So if you know you want to create 50 websites in the first year, then I definitely suggest you go for the Cloud Startup. But if you want to create 1 website or 2 or maybe 5 or 10, I suggest you go with the WordPress Starter plan. And then when you reach 25,000 visits per month, and I hope that will be the case for you, then you can always upgrade later. And the second thing I want to tell you, there is a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you somehow, I don't know why, but if you somehow would not like the service, you can get your money back, no questions asked. So it's totally risk-free. And I will show you step by step how you can create your first website. So I select the WordPress starter plan. I click on select. And now we can take a look at the amount of discount we get. And the great thing with Hostinger is if you are really sure you want to go for a few years with your first website, you can get the discount of $2.99 for 4 years, for 48 months. And that will save you $432. And then after those 4 years, you start to pay $6.99, which is still super affordable for a web hosting plan that can hold 100 websites. If you just want to start with 2 years or 1 year, you can click over here. And then in your first year, you just pay $2.99 per month. And then you still can create 100 websites. And after that first year, you start to pay $8.99 per month. So the longer the first period, the more discount you will get when you renew your plan. So if you have the budget and you want to get the most discount possible, you can go for the 48 months. And after those 48 months, you start to pay around $7 per month instead of $9. But wait, there is more. If you scroll down, over here you see have a coupon code. And if you fill in 30 and you click on apply, you get even more discount. So I scroll up again. Now you see $2.69 for the first 48 months or 24 months or 12 months. I go for 12 months. I scroll down and I need to create an account. So I will fill in my email address over here. And of course, you need to have access to this account. Then I scroll down a bit further. And the great thing is with Hostinger, you have local payment methods. So if I'm from the Netherlands and I go to Hostinger, I can pay with IDEAL, which is in the Netherlands, the main payment method. If you're from India, you also have local payment methods. And that's the great thing about Hostinger. Depending on where you come from, there are more payment methods. I want to pay with credit card. And let's see what we have over here. We have the WordPress starter plan for 12 months. We can have up to 100 websites. Our first domain is completely free instead of $10. We get a lot of discount. And the total amount I have to pay is just $32.29. It can be that it's a little bit more because of the taxes, depending on where you come from. But this is so affordable. So what I will do, I'll scroll down. I will fill in my credit card details. And as you see, a 30-day money back guarantee. And I click on submit secure payment. It's redirecting us to the control panel. Now we need to create a password for our Hostinger account. We need to confirm our password. And then I click on confirm. Now they're going to ask a few questions. I click on start now. And then I want to skip those questions. So I click on skip. I want to create my first WordPress account. So I can use my administrator email. And then I need to create a password. And then I click on continue. I don't want to have those plugins on my WordPress website. I want to start from scratch. So I click on skip. I will manage plugins later. And I don't need to have a certain look. I want to start from scratch. So I scroll down. I click on skip. I don't need a template. Now I can claim my free domain name. So I click over here. And then I select my domain name. I want to go for a .com. You see all those extensions they have. I go for .com. And if it's already taken, be creative with another domain name because you definitely want to have a .com domain name, especially when you're into international business. If you're from a local business, check out if your country extension is over here. But I want to go for .com. And then I can enter my desired domain name. I go for greendecormarket.com. Let's see if it's still available. I click on search. And it is available. So I click on continue. And now WordPress will be installed on this brand new domain name, which is completely free. I click on finish setup. And then I need to fill in some details for my domain name. The question is, where do you come from? I'm from the Netherlands. And did you buy this web hosting personally or because you're a company? I choose personal. So I click on next step. And then I need to fill in my details over here. So there I go. My first name, my last name, my email. In the Netherlands, I'm from South Holland. My city, my address, space, and my phone number. And then I click on finish registration. Now our domain will be registered. And the great thing is this is crazy. With Hostinger, automatically your information, your email and your phone number, which you just filled in, is secure. It's hidden. It cannot be seen by companies that want to advertise to you, that want to call you. That's called domain privacy. And with Hostinger, that is free. With other web hosting companies, this can cost $20 per year. Here it's free. So now we can edit our website. It's live already, or we can go to the control panel. Well, I first want to go to the control panel. So I click on manage site. Then I want to go to the WordPress dashboard, and maybe this looks overwhelming, but you're going to be fine. We don't have to spend a lot of time over here. And the more you do, the easier it becomes. I really like this layout. So you click on WordPress dashboard. And what I want to do, I want to force the HTTPS. So our website will be secure like this. So I turn that on, and it's for this domain name. So I click on install SSL, and it says your SSL is being installed for your domain name in the background. HTTPS will be automatically forced on your domain. Then we click here on edit a website, and ladies and gentlemen, look at this. We will be redirected to our own brand new domain name with web hosting, with WordPress installed on it. Great, so now we are logged in. You just need to close this, click on the WordPress logo. Okay, then we need to go to our dashboard. Look at this. This is the back end of our website. This is what we will see when we are logged in. And when you're logged in, you can adjust things in your website. If you click over here on the house, you go to the front end of your website. And you see you are live already. Your website is secure. So everybody that goes to your domain at this moment will see this over here. And that means you are live. We have this bar over here. That means that you're logged in. And when you want to go to the back end of your website, just click over here on your domain link. Let me show you around a little bit. When you use WordPress and use WordPress plugins, you will have updates. So if I click on updates, right now there's a plugin that needs an update. So I can select it and I can update the plugin. Every time there's an update, you will see it over here. Or when you're on the front end, you'll see a one over here. I go back to the back end. We can create blog posts. We can upload PDFs, images, Word documents, videos. We can create pages, the home page, the about page. People can leave comments on your pages or blog posts or products if you have them. And here you can moderate those. Let me skip this for now. If I go to plugins, I see there's a plugin called WP Forms Lite. And some plugins, when they're active, also appear here at the left hand. This one, for instance. Then we have appearance. We can change the look and feel of our website. We can add users. So we can create a user that only can write blog posts on our website, or only moderate our posts, or moderate the information we have on our website. We have our WordPress settings. And also this is a plugin. I love working in a tidy, clean environment. With WordPress, it's the same thing. Right now, it's a little bit overwhelming. Let me show you how to make it clean, how to make it tidy, and how to make it functional. So you do not get distracted with a lot of things you don't need. So we're gonna clean it up, and we're gonna talk about a few configurations. In order to do that, I make sure I'm here at the dashboard, and I want to dismiss this message. Then all this stuff over here, I don't need it. So I go to the screen options and I uncheck them all. Then I go to all the plugins. Click here. So I select all the plugins and then I go to the bulk actions. And that means I can adjust everything at once, everything I've selected. Bulk actions, deactivate all plugins. And in order to do that, I need to click on apply. Then I select them again. Bulk actions, delete, apply. Hit enter or say okay. And there they go. Now, if I go to the website and I go to this blog post, it's on every WordPress installation. If I click on it, look at this, you go to your domain name and then question mark P equals 1. I don't like that and Google does not like it either. So I need to go to the backend. I want to change the way it is displayed. So I go to the settings, permalinks, and I change the permalink structure from plain to post name. I scroll down and I click on save the changes. Now, if I go to the website and I click on hello world, look at this, looks so much better. Hello world. What else can we do? Right now it says this post is created by hello@ferdykorpershoek.com. I want to change that. In order to do that, I go over here and I edit my profile. You can change the look and feel of the backend. I like the default one. I scroll down a bit and I want to fill in my first name over here, Ferdy, and my last name over here. And then here at display name publicity, I want to change it to my first and last name. So if I select that, look at this. Now it says Howdy Ferdy Korpershoek. Right now, we don't see an image over here. If you want that, let me first update my profile. If I scroll down, look at this. I can have a profile picture. It needs to be linked to my Gravatar account. So in order to have an image over here, you need to create a Gravatar account. It costs around $50 per month, but it's really worth it. No, just kidding. It's free. Right mouse click, open link in a new tab. Then you can create your Gravatar and then you need to upload an image. And when you do that, it will appear on multiple places in your website, but right now only over here. I update my profile. So now it says Howdy Verdi Korpershoek and I see my image. What I want to do, I want to go to Settings, General. Since our website is secure, I want to have an S over here. So HTTPS, HTTPS. I scroll down and I need to save the changes and then I need to log in again probably. So I use my email address, which I use to sign up for my WordPress website. The information we have filled in over here and my password. Then I scroll down. I can change the site language to something else and I can change this time zone. So I want to change it to my city. I live near Amsterdam. So you can just hit a big city and you can also take a look over here, which one you can decide. And then summertime, wintertime, everything will be changed automatically. How do you want to display your date? I can say 22, 12, 27. You can choose one. I use this one. In the time format, I like to work with AM and PM in capitals. So I select this one. My week starts on Monday and I click on Save Changes. Great. Of course, we want to be found. We want our website to be found. So it's really important to have a good site title because a site title is really important for the search results. So let me show you how to create a really good site title for your website. Let's take a look at our site title. We have it over here, My WordPress. It's also what you see on your website over here. And we can adjust it. And it's really important to have a good site title with keywords in it. If I search for green decor plants, what I see below the sponsored items, Pinterest, green plants. I see plants in the title. This is the title. Green plants, decor. So you see that those keywords, green, decor, and plants, they're over here at Amazon. So it's really important to have a few keywords in your title. So don't say, welcome to this website. No. What is your website about? Well, my website is about beautiful plants for in people's homes. So I can say decorate your home with beautiful plants. So when people search for beautiful plants, I can be found based on this title. Plants for in your home. So I have home as a keyword and beautiful plants and decorate. I can have tagline. In a few words, explain what this site is about. So I can say browse through thousands of plants for your home. Save the changes. And now if I go to my website, decorate your home with beautiful plants. So I can be found on this. Right now, it looks ugly. We're going to make it look so much better. We're going to use a theme. What is a theme? A theme decides the look and feel of your website, and every theme has their own functionalities. There are free themes and premium themes. Premium themes are most of the time better. But there's one free theme that has a lot of premium functions, and I'll show you how to get a theme. It's the Blocksy theme, and we're going to use that as a free theme in order to create an amazing website. So let me show you how to get the Blocksy theme. As I said, our website looks ugly right now. In order to make it look better, we can make use of a different theme. What is a theme? A theme decides the look and feel of your website, and every theme has their own functionalities. So if I go to the backend, to themes, look at this. I can change. Okay, let's go to the website, holding Command or Control. This is how our website looks right now with our title, a sample page, another title about the blog. If I change it to another theme, now this one is active. So if I refresh the page, look at this. Here's the title, the subtitle, but the whole style changed. So that's what I said. The theme changes the look and feel of your website, and it can add extra functionalities. So I've been doing a lot of research to find the best free theme there is. And I found this one, verdicorp.com/Blocksy. I hit enter. That's the theme I want to use. It's in my opinion, the best theme there is. There's a free version and there's a pro version, and we're going to make use of the free version. So I click on free download. Download. There it goes. So now I go to my website, to the backend, to appearance themes. I click on add new, upload a theme, and I can drag it over here and click on install now. Or you go to themes, add new, and you search for Blocksy. And there you find it. Click on install. Activate. Awesome. Then I go to plugins. And there's a companion plugin. So I click on install Blocksy companion. Great. If I go to the website, it looks different. It still doesn't look that great, but it looks better already. And we're gonna make a beautiful website in a few clicks using a starter template. I was talking about functionalities within every theme, and this theme, the Blocksy theme, has pre-made websites, also known as starter templates. That will save us a lot of time so we can focus on our dropshipping business. So let me show you how to import a pre-made website with the Blocksy theme. So I close this. I go to the backend, to Blocksy, and I go to the second tab, Starter Sites. I want to make use of a starter template with Elementor, which is an amazing free page builder. I want to make use of this one because it's about home decoration, and that's exactly what I want to do. Or, look at this, Florio, it's about plants. So it's up to you, and the great thing is with a pre-made starter template, you can choose anything and then adjust it to your wishes. So you know what, I'll decide to go with this one, with Elementor. So I click on Florio, import. I don't need a child theme. Next. I use Elementor as the page builder. Next, next, and install. It will take a moment and then our pre-made website will be installed. Okay, the starter site was imported successfully. I can view the site and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is our website. I think it looks amazing. It already has products in it. When you click on it, it looks like this. Related products. People can add it to the basket. View the cart. Proceed to the checkout. And everything looks beautiful. So I'm really happy with this. Thank you, Blocksy theme makers. And if I said if I want to, I can adjust it. So if I want to make this sticky, I go to the customizer. I go to the header. Then to headers, the tab, global header. I want to add the sticky functionality. And I only want to have the main row to be sticky, like that. Then the logo disappears. So what I can do, I can click over here. And over here, I also want to have a dark logo. So when I scroll, perfect. If I want to change the height of this row, I click over here. I change the row height. I can make it shrink when I scroll. So it's even smaller. Okay, publish. Close. And that's all possible with a free theme. I think this is really amazing. I scroll down and it sticks with us. So now I want to fill this website with plans through dropshipping. So when people buy this through my website, it will be sent to them and I have to do nothing. So let me show you how we can do that. So right now you have your website up and running. Congratulations with that. I assume you don't have thousands of products in your home that you want to send to people that buy things on your website. We're going to make use of a supplier. What is a supplier? A supplier is a company that has a lot of products. They sell it to the whole world or to certain specific areas in the world. And we can sell products from them to our customers. And we can charge extra money over it. And in that way, we make money with dropshipping. There are a lot of those suppliers and there are a few good ones. One of the good ones is VidaXL. So VidaXL has more than 90,000 products and we can sell those on our website. We can sell all 90,000 of them. I'll show you how we can do that. Or we can sell a specific category and I'll show you how we can automate the whole process. But the first thing we need to do We need to get an account at VidaXL, and I will show you step by step how you can get one. In order to sell dropshipping products on your website, you need to go to ferdycorp.com/VidaXL. That's the one I will use. Start your online dropshipping business today. We can choose out of more than 90,000 products. We can sell them in Europe, Australia, Japan, the USA, and more. So I click on Get Started. And I want to mainly sell in the United States. So over here, United States of America. Start the sign up process. Okay. Do I want to sign up as a business user? In that case, you need to upload a text document to prove that you have your own business. Or you can do it as a private user. And I will fill in my details over here. Ferdy. Scroll down. My company name. And I need to fill in my credentials. And I confirm that I've read the terms and conditions and I can create an account. Awesome. The account is created and I can subscribe with PayPal. It will be $30 or euros per month. Maybe think, whoa, that's a lot of money. Keep in mind that when you start selling products, I think the $30 or euros per month is worth it. So I click on PayPal subscribe. I agree and I subscribe. Great, and now I can click again on PayPal subscribe. Great. So right now it says, thank you for your premium registration. Within 2 to 5 business days, your account will be approved. So it can take some time, but meanwhile, we can continue with the tutorial. Later on, we need that email that we will receive within 2 to 5 days, but right now we can continue. So let's do that. Are you ready? Are you? Yes, I'm ready. If you are, let's count. 3, 2, okay, let's continue. And now I can start to make money. So now I need to fill in my website over here. That is this one. Copy, paste. How did you find me? Google. Send now. Successfully submitted. I can go to my account. And now I can browse through the products I want to sell. So I want to focus on home and garden. So I click over here. Or I can search for plants. Hit enter. So over here, plants. I can click on it. So this will be the price for me. But I can sell this for $59 and then I can have some profit. I see a related plants. So I want to focus on a lot of plants in my web shop. So that's the next thing I want to do. I want to import a ton of plants into my website. How can I do that? Let me tell you. Okay, we can make use of all those products we have seen. More than 90,000. What we can do, we can copy everything, copy the text, paste it in our website and create all those products manually. And if you want to sell 4,000 products, that's a lot of work. There's a plugin that can make it so much easier. It can put it all on automatic pilot. That's called Wooza. The plugin we're going to use is called Wooza, and it does 2 things. First, it imports all the products you want from VidaXL. The second thing it does, it synchronizes everything. So when a price changes at VidaXL, it will automatically change on our website, thanks to Wooza. So it's really important. So we don't have to create everything ourselves manually, which would take so much time. Wooza will do that for us. We need to configure everything. So we need to select the categories we want to import, all the products we want to import on our website from VidaXL. And through Wooza, we can calculate how much profit we want to make. We're going to talk about the settings. Right now, let me show you how to create a Wooza account and integrate it in our website. In order to import products from VidaXL to our website, we need to go to ferdycorp.com/Wooza. Hit enter. And then we can find our plugin. And I want to choose VidaXL a supplier with more than 90,000 products and I want to sell a few hundred, maybe a few thousand products of VidaXL on my website. But what you can do with Woozah, you can also have multiple suppliers. So with the default Woozah subscription, you can have one supplier for one website, but you can extend it with multiple suppliers for multiple websites. So that means that you can have products from BigBuy and VidaXL on your store, so they're combined. I will choose VidaXL. What does it do? It easily imports products based on the selected categories, so in my case, plants, real-time updates on the stock and prices, and automatically send orders for shipment. So the great thing is, through this plugin, it will all be automated. So let's go to pricing. So let me explain this to you. First of all, it can be that you see everything in euros. Don't worry, when you go to the checkout, everything will be converted to your currency. Pricing starts with 69 euros per month, and maybe you think, oh, that's so much money. Well, the question should be, what does it give you? If you pay $69 per month, but through your dropshipping website, you make $2,000 per month, then it's worth every penny. I always like to go all in, but if you're not sure, you can start a free trial. So you have 14 days to try this out. You can follow this tutorial every step. If you don't like it somehow, within 14 days, you can get your money back. No questions asked. Again, what it does, it imports products from one or multiple suppliers and it synchronizes those. And you can have it for one website and make use of one supplier. So if you would have this on 11 websites, so 10 extra, you'll pay $100 or euros extra per month. You can also use it for one website, but make use of two suppliers. In that case, you pay $20 or 20 euros extra per month, and then you can add VidaXL and BigBuy. And a great thing to mention, when you get this free trial, you get access to the Woo Academy, where I learn even more about dropshipping and how to become profitable with it. So I will start with one supplier and one website. So I click on start free trial now. So I start with a 14-day free trial and I need to fill in some details. I scroll down and I can choose my payment method. I prefer credit card. And I agree to everything. I start my free trial period and then I click on pay and I pay 12 cents. And after 14 days, the rest of the money will be subtracted from my account. I click on pay. And it says your subscription is successfully activated. So I can go to my Woozah account. So let me log in. Remember me. I like to be remembered. Log in. Then I go to licenses, product, click to select, and I choose VidaXL. But keep in mind that for 20 euros or dollars per month, you can add extra suppliers, so you can place products on your website from multiple suppliers. I choose VidaXL and I click on submit. Great, there is the product. I click on view and download. Awesome. Now I go to my website, to the backend, plugins, add new, upload plugin, choose a file. I go to my downloads. There it is. Install now. And I activate the plugin. And then it says over here, your VidaXL dropshipping for WooCommerce license is not active. If I want to activate it, I can click here. Then I go to my account over here. I copy this license code, unless you feel like you want to type this manually, but it's up to you. I prefer to copy it. I paste it here and I click on activate. Voila. Now it's activated. Awesome. You have Woozah on your website with VidaXL, with WordPress, with WooCommerce, with the Blocksy theme, we have a free domain, we have web hosting. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you for watching this tutorial. It's not the end. I'm not introducing the end like, thank you for watching, see you next time. No, thank you that you watch this and that you're doing the things I tell you, because the winner takes it all. I have no idea where that came from. It's a nice song from ABBA. You can listen to it. Let's continue. The next thing we need to do is talk about the settings. There are a few really important settings and I will walk you through them. The Woozah settings. So let's do that. Now I go to WooCommerce settings, then to VidaXL, and I need to configure this. So do I want to have a track and trace sent to the customer when they order something through my website? And I would say yes. Never delete products. Yes. Do I want to use an external cron job? Well, what does it do? It links your website with the website of VidaXL. So when the stock is changing, it will be updated every single minute. And WordPress is doing that already. But if you have a lot of products, then I would definitely use an external cron job. And if you want to know how, open this. And basically it means you need to get in touch with your web hosting provider and ask if they can do that for you. Okay, I don't do it yet right now. The preserve stock offset, well, over here at VidaXL, you're not the only one that's linked to the VidaXL store. So when the stock of a certain product at VidaXL is decreasing because it's been sold and there are only 5 left, it can be that within 10 minutes, those 5 products will be gone. So when we talk about preserve stock offset, you can say when there are only 10 products left in the VidaXL store, it can be that everything will be sold out within a few minutes. Then you can say when there are only 10 left in the VidaXL store, do not display the product on my website anymore. Otherwise, it can be that somebody purchased something, but after they purchase it, it's already out of stock. You don't want that because then people do not get their products in time and then they can leave a negative review. So I would say 5, because every minute it will be refreshed. So 5 is okay. Then I close this and I save the changes. What I want to do now, I want to link my WooCommerce store with VidaXL. So I go to authorization. It's not in test mode. My customer email. So I need to leave the same email address as I left at my VidaXL store. Okay, now we need our API token. And we need it from the email or from the account we get through the email, which is the confirmation email we would get within 2 to 5 business days. So if you follow everything along in the same day, it can be that you don't have that email yet. In that case, you can go back to the ABBA song, The Winner Takes It All, and listen to it and enjoy it. Watch a few different covers and feel happy. Or you can wait and come back when you get that email. I will show you in a minute how that email will look. I waited 24 hours. Then I got the email. So I hope by now you get that email. Otherwise, you need to wait. Let me show you how to continue when you get that email. Here's the email I've been waiting for. So now, look at this. So now I click on my name, my account. Now I can scroll down here at the account details. And then over here, show the API key or token, copy, or I select it so there's no space, copy. I go back to my website. I paste it and now I click to authorize. So right here, it says everything is authorized. So now my shop, my WordPress website shop has a link with VidaXL through Wooza. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to import products from VidaXL to your website using Wooza. We can select the categories, which we will do, and we need to configure the settings, which we also will do. So let's start with that. So now I can go to synchronization. Now I can configure some settings and select what I want to display on my website, my web shop. So it's inactive right now. So what I want to do, first, let me go to my products, current products, bulk actions, move to the trash, apply. Okay, go to the trash and I empty the trash. So I only want to have products from my VidaXL link. Now I go back to WooCommerce, settings, VidaXL, synchronization. Okay, so first I need to select the language. If I'm from the Netherlands, which I am, I can sell Dutch stuff or things in the Netherlands with a Dutch description, Dutch title, etc. I want to go for the United States. And now I can click here. So you see an overview of all the categories, all those categories over here. So I click and there they are. Well, I can check what I want to display on my website and I want to go for home and garden. And it can take some while before everything is imported. So I want to start with one subcategory. For instance, lawn and gardening. I saw it somewhere over here. So this can be imported. So let's configure this. First, I want to select it, home and garden. When I select it, uncheck everything I don't want to use. So let's say I want to use this one. Okay. But I don't want to use this one. Okay, this is what I want to use with all the subcategories and the subcategories. What else? I'm okay with this. I can turn these on. Okay, now let's take a look at a few really important settings we need to configure about profit, about what needs to happen when somebody purchases something on our website. So let's do that. Okay, I wait with the start of the synchronization because I want to apply some settings. Really important to do this first. So when an order is sent, when somebody buys something through my website, what do I want WooCommerce, my website, to do? When the status is changed to processing, then the order will be sent to VidaXL and they will take care of the rest. That's what I prefer. Not when it's completed, not manually. I want everything to be automatically. So as soon as somebody buys something and they pay, the status in WooCommerce goes to processing. And when that happens, the order will be sent to VidaXL. The order will be sent to VidaXL. You will get an email in your email account saying there's a purchase, and then you need to click on that and confirm the purchase. Sometimes it can be that there's a wrong address, and so you need to check it for every sale. It's really simple. You click on the button, you click on confirm, and that's it. And now let's take a look at setting products to draft. I suggest you do not do that. Over here, set products as draft. That means when you import them, all those products over here, they will be set to draft, so they will not be visible for visitors yet. And what you can do then is you can adjust prices, you can adjust titles, add images. And then we are ready with the product adjustments. Then you can publish it. I prefer to put everything on the website at once, and then when it's live already, you can also change it. And then here it says exclude VidaXL brand from the beginning of the product title. I definitely say yes, because I don't want to have VidaXL in the title of the products of my websites. So the minimum price, the maximum price, I'm okay with this. I'm not gonna sell anything more expensive than $10,000. And when something is out of stock over here, I don't want to include it in the categories. So I say exclude when something is out of stock. So how about the prices? So let's talk about pricing. By default, you pay money to VidaXL when people buy things on your website. Why? When people order things on your website, through your unique dropshipping website, money needs to go to VidaXL because somebody needs to pay VidaXL. But the great thing is that VidaXL is charging less than you do. You decide what you charge for your products, and through the principles or through the settings you will see in a minute, you can decide how much profit you want to make. If your prices are too high, less people will buy it, so you will make less profit. But if your prices are too cheap, too close to the price that VidaXL is charging, then you don't make enough profit. So the name of the game is profit, and it's up to you to find the sweet spot of how much higher your prices should be than VidaXL. And through this tool, you can route the numbers up. You can add an extra percentage on top of what you pay at VidaXL. And in that way, you can decide how much profit you want to make. You need to play around with it a little bit. The great thing about Woosa is that the prices will be in sync with VidaXL. The price on your website will be in sync with VidaXL. If that's not the case, and a price at VidaXL goes up with $20, it can be in that case that the prices on your website are cheaper than VidaXL. And when people buy it for a cheaper price on your website, you need to pay more money to VidaXL, and in that way you lose money. So thanks to Woosa, you will never have that situation because everything will be in sync, and then it's up to you to decide how much profit you want to make. So good luck with that, and I will show you what all the settings can do. Which price do I want to use? Well, over here I use B2B VidaXL instead of VidaXL. So I prefer the B2B price and the addition to the value. Well, if I say nothing and nothing, I will make no profit at all. People pay me the amount I say on my website, and then it will be ordered through VidaXL. If the price is exactly the same as VidaXL, I make no profit. So what I can do I can add an increase in percentage. So I can say every product should be 10% more expensive. So something that's 50 euros or $50 will become $55 or 55 euros. And on top of that, I can say that every product should be $5 more expensive. So if I have a product that is $60 at VidaXL, then I say make it 10% more expensive and add another $5. So it goes from $60 to $71. If somebody purchases through my website, I make $11. If I sell 100 products per day through my website, that will be 11 times 100, depending on the price, the value of your product. Well, it should be $1,100, not 11,000. Do I want to round things up? Yes. I want everything to be rounded up to 20.99. I love this because otherwise when you increase it with 10%, look at this one more time. Let's say something is $52.23 at VidaXL. I increase it with 10% and I increase it with $5. This will be the price. That's weird. So what will happen? This will become $62.99. So I'm really happy that this will be done for us. And in case you do not have WooCommerce tax enabled, you have to define here the tax rate that will be used in the price calculation. Well, depending on where you sell, if you sell in the Netherlands, it will be 21%. So let's say, in my case, 10%. This is really important. Product information. Select what product information should be updated every time it changes in the feed, because what will happen, everything that's available over here will be synchronized with your web shop. So the question is, what should and what should not be synchronized? Well, if I turn off the price, that means that if the price changes for this product, it will not be changed in my website. And that can be a problem. Why? Because if that product becomes more expensive and people can pay it for a cheaper price on my website, then I have to pay extra money. So if I turn this on, what will happen? Every time this will be synchronized, this configuration will be calculated. So every time the price changes, there will be an additional 10%, an additional $5, and it will be rounded up. So I've turned this on. The title, if you adjust your title once and you sync it over here, the old title from VidaXL will be back. So I don't do this. I also do not adjust the description, the short description. This is what I do, the attributes and the categories that can be updated. But this, if you change the title, description, and short description, and you turn this on, every time after you change it and it synchronizes with the VidaXL store, everything will be back to the old price. So I turn those three off. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here you can see, by the way, the whole process, what will happen every time there's a synchronization. And now it's time to start the synchronization. So let's click over here. And now when we scroll up, this is what we will see. 123 categories, so not products, but categories, so more products than 123. And we are collecting some information right now. We are checking the status of the order. So this will take some time. So you can check this to see what is going on. You can also scroll down and see what's going on. So right now, all the orders are checked. Here you see the priority, what will happen first. So this will take some time. And meanwhile, we can sit back and relax. Okay, you're importing products right now. I don't know how much. In my case, it's around 4,000 and it takes around 24 hours. Whoa, do you have a slow website, Ferdy? What's the case? What's the deal? No. Keep in mind, 4,000 products. I'm talking about titles, descriptions, stock, prices, so many things, and then 4,000 times. That takes time. So we have to sit back and relax. You can already take a peek at what is going on. I will show you in a minute how you can do that. But the best thing you can do is just take a break now and then, see if everything is already published. And what you need to keep in mind, it's not completing everything product by product. Like, okay, product 1 is completely finished now because we have the description, the title, the images, the stock, it's published. No. first all the titles will be imported, then all the descriptions. So it can be that you don't see any stock yet. It can be that you don't see a price yet. It can be that you don't see the products published yet. In that case, you know it's still being in process. And you can see, I will show you that you can keep track of the process, the progress. And the best thing is to wait until the end, until everything is in stock, everything has a price, and everything is published. So let me walk you through that. If you want to see if things are already imported, you can go to products, hold command. Let me drag it to the right. What you see over here, I have 4,000 products. Whoa. It has been more than 24 hours since I imported them. And what happens when you first import them? They will import all the data, the images, the title, the SKU, but they will not be in stock. That will be done later. And the price will also be imported later. Why? That makes the whole import process smoother. What you see over here, that all the products are published. That's also not the case when not all the information is imported yet. So keep it in mind. The best thing you can do is wait for a while until everything is imported, everything is up to date, and everything is published. And what you will see over here is that the second wheel is still spinning. Now it's time to let others know what happened in the shop. We are triggering WooCommerce hooks. What it means, everything will be updated continuously. So this is spinning most of the time because everything is being in sync. So it's doing two things, Woozah. It's importing products and it's updating products. It's synchronizing products with the VidaXL store. In my case, everything is published right now. 4,000 products, more than 4,000 products. So let me show you what happens on my website. Let's take a look at a few products. So let's take a look at the products we have over here. If I take a look at one of the products, keep in mind that all the images you've imported, in my case, more than 4,000 products, those images are fetched from another website. So if I would go to my media, I don't see any of these images over here, which is great. Otherwise, our website would become really heavy. So they are loaded from somewhere else. What else can we see? You see the description, which is in the language you have chosen. You see the title. So let's go back over here. What we said, we want to exclude the VidaXL brand. So you don't see that in the title over here. If I scroll down, some other settings. If I take a look at the price, it needs to be rounded up to a number like this. So if I go to the product, I scroll down and I go to VidaXL, you see my price is $82.99. Why? Because those settings are applied. So we're charging more than we pay for the product so we can make a profit. And we decided over here how much it should be. And what you see over here, the VidaXL price is $84.99. So if you would buy this on VidaXL, you would pay more than in our store. So that's a good thing because now we are cheaper than VidaXL. Over here you see more information. This is what VidaXL is charging. So in this case, we would have $13 profit when people buy this from our website. Then we have more information over here. People can leave a review. We can add product tags. Here we see the category of this product or multiple categories in some cases. So I can view the product and depending on the layout of our Blocksy theme, it looks like this. I think it looks amazing. If you don't like it, we can customize it, make it look different. There are 17 in stock and this will be synchronized all the time. So if people buy this from another website, another dropshipping website, the stock will go to 16. Within a few minutes, it will be updated. And we said if the stock is below 5, then this product will be taken out of the store because we don't want people to buy something if it's not in stock anymore. And in a minute, 5 products can be sold. So that's why we set the threshold to 5. So we'll never run into the problem that people buy something in our store and it's not available anymore. And they have to wait longer and then they leave a negative review about our website. So people can add it to the cart, view the cart. It's all looking great thanks to the Blocksy theme. People can proceed to checkout, fill in their details, and then pay. And when they place the order, automatically the order will be sent to VidaXL and we will make sure everything is an automatic pilot. Okay, people, it's time to like this video. If you want to, you can like this video and subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. And if you think something about this video, positive or negative, please let me know in the comments. I do my best to make amazing tutorials. So if you can appreciate it, Please like it and subscribe for more upcoming videos about WordPress, WooCommerce, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and how to make money with your website. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to implement payment method 2 actually. That is Stripe and PayPal. If you don't have an account at Stripe, I got you covered. I have a tutorial about that. I will show you in a minute where that is. And if you have one, I will show you how to configure it in a way or implement it in your website so people can pay money on your website. So what's the deal? People pay you money through your website shop. That money goes to your Stripe account or to your PayPal account. Then you need to confirm something at VidaXL. Why need to confirm it? Why not put it on automatic pilot? Well, you want to check the address. If everything is going right, then you can confirm it. As soon as you confirm it, you pay money to VidaXL through a deposit. I'll talk about it later. And in that way, you can make everything as smooth as possible. And then you can keep the profit because people pay you $100 for a product and you pay VidaXL maybe $70 for a product. So you have $30 of profit. So that's how the game works. But we need to have a payment provider, and I will show you how to import or implement Stripe, and later how to import or implement PayPal. So in order to make use of Stripe, let me close this and this. I go to the backend to plugins, add new. Then I search for Stripe. I need to search for the plugin that's from WooCommerce. Over here, install now. And activate. If you don't have a Stripe account yet, let me show you how to get one. You go to YouTube and you search for Stripe 30. And there you go. 3 years ago, but still super accurate. And then you will learn how to get a Stripe account, link it with WooCommerce. But I will show you how to link it with WooCommerce. We just installed Stripe for WooCommerce. So what I can do, I can go to WooCommerce Stripe Gateway Settings, or I go to WooCommerce Settings, Payments, and Stripe. And I can get started with Stripe. I can create or connect an account. Well, before I did it manually, like the tutorial from 3 years ago. But these days it's easier. So I click on connect an account. Now I go to Stripe. I already have a Stripe account. You can use the same email. So I click on continue, fill in my password. And I select my account. I click on connect. Great. So how should it be displayed when people can pay? You can say credit card and Stripe. And Stripe can give people some trust, like, okay, it's with Stripe. It's known worldwide. And in the description, pay your credit card with Stripe. We can enable the test mode, but I'm okay. We need to enter the webhook. So I grab this URL and I go to my Stripe account in a new tab. We are not in test mode, we are in live mode. If you want to use test mode, click over here. And then you can use API keys and webhooks. I use the live mode because I did it so many times and I can test it with real money. If you don't want to use real money, then use the test mode. Then make sure you use different API keys. You can learn it in the other tutorial from 3 years ago. I will use an endpoint or create a new endpoint. I paste the link. I want to select an event, and that is charge. I select them all. I accept all this stuff. And I add the event. I scroll down and I click on add the endpoint. There's the key. I copy it. I go back to my website to edit account keys and I paste secret key, the webhook secret. And I click on save live keys. It all seems to be enabled, so I don't have to do a test, but I can do it if I want to. Enable payment via Stripe card or saved cards. This all seems fine. The full bank statement. Well, in my case, I would say green decor market. And I click on save changes. So now if I go to my website, I close this. I can go to products. I add this to the cart. I view the cart. I proceed to the checkout. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I can pay with the card, with Stripe, fill in my real details over here, place the order, and then the order will be sent to the customer. Of course, they need to fill in the right address, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now we can receive payments on our website through Stripe. Okay, let's talk about PayPal. How to implement that is really easy, so let me show you right now. can also add PayPal. Go to the backend, to plugins, add new. Search for PayPal. Install now. Activate. I need to connect my account. So I click over here. Okay. Securely accept major credit and debit cards if you want to, but I already have credit cards through Stripe, so I don't need that. And I want to activate my PayPal account. Then I need to log in, make sure I'm not a robot. As far as I know, I'm not. Log in, agree, and connect. Awesome. I go back to WooCommerce. Awesome. It's connected. I go to my website. I go to my checkout. Now I can pay with credit card. I don't see Stripe yet. So what I need to do, I need to go to the backend, to WooCommerce settings, payments. And over here, Stripe's turned on. Scroll down. PayPal is not turned on. I turn it on over here. Let's go back. Checkout. I can pay with PayPal or proceed to the checkout. And over here, select PayPal if I want to. And even with PayPal, there are a few options, which is amazing. So now we have two ways people can pay. And when we pay and fill in our details, this order will be placed at VidaXL and it will be shipped to the right address. Let's talk about shipping. With VidaXL, shipping is free, except for a few places in Australia. I will talk later about how you can exclude Australia from selling products too. Now let's talk about creating free shipping in your WooCommerce website. It's really easy. The great thing that except from some parts in Australia, all the shipping costs for VidaXL are $0. It's free. Free shipping worldwide, except for a few places in Australia. So I'm only selling to the United States or some parts in Europe, so I can have free shipping. How do you create that? Go to the backend, to WooCommerce settings. Then we go to the tab shipping. I want to add a new shipping zone. You can call this whatever you want. I can say worldwide, knowing I'm not selling to Australia. And I can add the shipping method, and it is free shipping. So it's added, it's been saved. So I go to the website. Now if I go to the checkout, look at this, shipping, free shipping. Really nice. Where do you want to sell to? Only to the United States, United Kingdom, certain place, or you can say to the whole world except Australia or a few other countries. It's up to you. I will show you both ways. Let me show you how to apply it to specific countries so that only people from specific countries can buy things on your website. So let's go to the settings of the store. Going to the backend, WooCommerce settings. Then I need to fill in my first address line, my city. The state is Alabama. The postal code is 35214. Over here it says selling to countries. Sell to all countries. I want to change that to specific countries. So I can say United States. Or you select everything except, and then I scroll down and I can save the changes. Let's go to the website, to the products, see if everything is displayed the right way. 64.99. Yes. So now people can only buy if they're from the United States. So if I proceed to checkout, it's already stated over here that it's in the United States. So if you would run ads, you can only specify them to the United States. So you don't advertise for people from somewhere else because they cannot buy something in your shop. Now let me show you how to include all the countries and exclude a few countries. So you turn it around. Turn it around. Open the windows of heaven. Pour down a blessing over us. Thank you. Israel Uten. Okay, let's continue. If you want to sell to the whole world except for a few places, we can go to the backend, to WooCommerce settings. And over here at general, I scroll down and I change this from specific countries to sell to all countries except for, I can say Australia. And then maybe other countries if you want to, maybe countries VidaXL is not selling to. So I can save the changes, or what I prefer, select specific countries, United States, I would like to say the Netherlands. So I sell to the United States and the Netherlands. Save the changes. And now if I go to the checkout, I can choose between the Netherlands and the United States. And you can make this list as long as you want to. It is time to place a deposit at VidaXL, because when people buy something through our website, we want to use only one click on the button in order to place that order at VidaXL. Then we need to pay with our own money, but because we ask for more money on our web shop, we make profit. So in the end of the day, we make profit, but it makes the whole process as smooth as possible. So let me show you how to place a deposit on VidaXL. So in order to deposit money to our VidaXL account, so people can buy things from our store, we buy things at VidaXL, and the VidaXL products go directly to the address that people filled in when they bought it on our website, we need to go to b2b.vidaxl.com. Okay, go to my account, go to payments, top up. I want to go for $100 through PayPal. Great. Now my available balance is $100. So if somebody buys something on my website for less than $100, then automatically VidaXL will charge me the amount I have to pay, which is less than the amount the customer has to pay for me, because I want to make a profit. But then the products will be sent to the address that the people filled in. And I have a web shop that is running on autopilot. But of course, if I sell more stuff and more expensive stuff, I need to pay more money. So I should definitely use 3,000. The more you pay, the longer you don't have to do anything when people buy things on your web shop. And I hope you have to fill this a lot of times with $3,000. So ladies and gentlemen, it is time to put everything to practice. Let's buy something on our website. You can do it with real money. I will do that in my case because I want it to be as real as possible. See what's going on. See if everything is working. If my products will arrive. So I will show you exactly what I do and what will happen when I do what I do. Just watch what I'm going to show you. So let's check it out. I go to products. Right now it looks like this. We're going to make this look better. Maybe I want to buy this. I click over here. I can see all the information. It's still in stock. I can directly pay with PayPal. I can add it to the cart. View the cart. I can get rid of the ladder and the party roof. Proceed to the checkout. I fill in my details. First name, last name, company's up store. I go for the United States. And here's the address. I pay with Stripe. I scroll down and I click on place order. Thank you. Your order has been received on this date. This is the amount, my email, the address. Okay, let's go to the back end. To WooCommerce orders. And there it is, 23 seconds ago. It's processing. So let's refresh this in a few minutes and then see what will happen. Meanwhile, I get two emails. One from Stripe saying that the payment successfully has been made by someone who paid something on my website. The second one is also from Stripe. So when I get those emails, I know an order has been made. And two more emails I get. One because I'm the website owner. And the other one because I'm the buyer. Thank you for your order. In a minute, I will show you how to change the order, how to change this text, the title, etc. But keep in mind that when you're the website owner, you get an email. And when you receive this email, you know that an order has been received at VidaXL and that you need to take action. Let's go back to the website. It's now a few minutes later. Let me refresh this. Now it says it's processing. Okay, interesting. Let's go to VidaXL. Now I can go to unsubmitted orders. If I scroll down, I see one over here. That's the order we just made. And over here it's $30.78. Well, the person over here paid $36.99. So I made a profit of around $6. So in this case, I need to review and confirm. I click on it. I say next. It's going from my wallet and send the order. And right now, the order is updated. If I take a look at my account, payments, I see here the last order. So my current balance is $69.22. And what you can see is that you paid less money to VidaXL and the customer paid to you. So you made profit. This is the only manual thing you need to do. Why? You need to check if all the information is correct. If so, just click on the button and VidaXL will take care of the rest. Talking about the email layout from WooCommerce, if you go to YouTube and you search for WooCommerce email layout 30, look at this. You can learn step by step how to adjust the look and feel of the emails that will be sent to you as a website owner and to your clients that buy things through your website. Somebody is going to bed. It's my daughter. Hello. Hello. So I need to wrap this up. So what we're going to do, we're going to make our WooCommerce shop layout look better. Bril, glasses. Yes. In order to configure our product page or archive page for all the products, we can go to the products page. So it looks like this. Let's adjust it. I see here something's out of stock. If something's out of stock, I don't want it to be seen here. So I can go to the backend to WooCommerce settings. Then I go to products, inventory. I scroll down a bit and I say out of stock visibility, hide out of stock items for the catalog. Our products page is the catalog. So over here, now everything you see is in stock. So how to configure this? Well, let's go to the customizer. This is the Blocksy theme customizer. It has a lot of customization options, which is amazing. The first thing I want to do, I want to get rid of this area. So I scroll down and I go to the WooCommerce product archive page. If I want to get rid of this, I turn this off. Now there's something weird going on. Look like at this. It's weird. So I want to make this look normal. In order to make this visible, I go back and I go to the header, to the tab headers, to the global header. Then I scroll down all the way. And then here I see transparent functionality and I can adjust some display conditions. So I click over here. I scroll down all the way. I want to add a display condition. I want to exclude it. Exclude this transparent header on the WooCommerce archive page. Save the condition. So now it looks normal. Great. What else can we do? I can go back, go to the WooCommerce product archive page. Now we can adjust this over here. So I can change the design from type 1 to type 2. And actually, I prefer type 2. If I say type 1, look at this, the difference. I think this looks better. It's all preference and what is selling better, so you can test it out, what gives you more sales. I want to change the columns to 3 and the rows to 5. So 15 products per page. Then I want to go to the cart options. The image, I want to change it to square. When I hover over it, it has a zoom effect, really nice. I can change the cart gap. By default it was 30. I can decrease it or increase it, whatever I want. What do I want to show over here? No star ratings, no sale badge. I want to have a add to cart button. So I'm okay with this. I go back. What else do I want? I want to have a sidebar. So I turn it on. I want it to be at the left. Right now it's at the right. So I click on the arrow and I bring it to the left. Awesome, I publish it. Now I want to fill this with filters, categories. What else I can do? I can take a look at this. So over here I can turn this off. They will both be gone. If I publish it, this will also be gone if I close it. Voila. Let me turn it on again. Because I think it comes handy. So again, to WooCommerce product archives, turn those two bad boys on. Now, publish, I go back. And I scroll all the way down. And since we have a sidebar, I can go to widgets here at the core. There's the WooCommerce sidebar. And now I can add widgets. So there are no widgets over here. I can click on the plus. I can browse all and I can scroll down to WooCommerce. There they are. I can have a product search. Well, why not? I think that's a really good thing to have. What else? I could have a price filter. Filter by price. Let me click on the plus. Go back to WooCommerce. I want to have all the categories, for instance. So let's see. Products by category. Product categories list. Okay. That's a lot. So I can configure this, show more options. How do I want to display this? Excellent question. Do I want to show the product count? Total 4,000. If I turn it off, it looks a little bit better. I can show the hierarchy or I can turn it off. But then, man, all those categories, I prefer to have hierarchy. I don't want to show the empty categories. I don't want to show the category images, but the product count is a great option. What I can do, I can go back, and then at the sidebar, I can increase the width like that. But I prefer not to do that. I can also change the style, by the way. I like, let me see. I like this one. And then a gap. Separate widgets like that. But let me show you, in my opinion, a better way, because this is really long. You can do it this way. I prefer something else. So I go back to all the widgets and I get rid of them. I click on it, 3 dots, remove. Remove. Yes, publish. I want to use a plugin that can do what I want it to do. So what I do, I go to the back end. I go to plugins, add new. And then I search for filter. And I need to have the one product filter by WP BWP. Install now. 40,000 installations, a lot of likes. Updated 22 hours ago. So it's a really good one. I activate it. Look at this. I close this and this. I scroll down all the way. Here it is. I go to the settings. That's okay. I want to add a new filter. I call this one shop filter. Wow. Save it. And now I can add multiple filters. Really nice. So for instance, the price. Add it. And I can see how it looks immediately. So it's really nice. So I can adjust things, but I'm happy with how it looks. Okay, the next one. I want to have product categories. Edit. By default, it looks like this. So I take a look over here. I want to have radio buttons. I would like to have a checkbox list. Then show hierarchical, hard word for me. but it looks like that. So you see this is a sub menu or a subcategory of this one. I can show the count like that. Okay, I can collapse this. Or what I also can do right now, I need to click and I need to click on filter before it does something. I want it to be activated immediately. So in that case, I go to the options and then I go to buttons, filter activation type. Well, right now I need to click on filter, but I prefer the auto filtering. So when I click, something happens. Well, maybe this is not a lot of space. So what I also can do, I can go back to main, or sorry, to filters and product categories. What I can do over here, it says 200 pixels. I can make it 300 pixels. And that makes it a bit bigger, or even maybe 400. Save it. Now I go to the website, to the products. I go to the customizer. Scroll all the way down to widgets, WooCommerce sidebar. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I search for WBW. And there you go. I need to select the filter. I only have one, the shop filter. And ladies and gentlemen, voila, there it is. And I prefer to make it a bit wider. So I go back. Or maybe it looks different on a bigger screen. Probably. Yes, because it's 27%. So if I close this, yeah, that looks better. Awesome. And now I can filter things by price. So everything is below $783. Let's bring it a bit lower. So everything over here should be below 120. And that is also the case. I can bring it back. And I can also say I want to take a look at head racks. There they are. Outdoor living. And that is how people can navigate through our product catalog. Depending on what kind of ways you will use to get people to your website, it's important to have a good looking homepage. So let me show you how to adjust it. We already have one, but let's adjust it to the content of our website using Elementor. If you hear my daughter cry, it's because she needs to go to sleep and I want to finish my recordings. I love working from home. I really do. What you see over here is our website made with a pre-made template from the Blocksy theme. And we can adjust a lot of things. So first, the logo is a default logo from the theme or from the pre-made template. Let's adjust it. I already made a logo. I have a tutorial for it or about it. You can find it by searching for Canva 30 logo. There is a month ago, 22 minutes, where I show you how to make logos like these. I already made one. So I go to 30corp.com/Canva, hit enter. Then I click on create a design. I go for a logo. It says animated, but it doesn't matter because I go to projects. I made this logo today. If I make it smaller, it looks like this. I changed the colors. As I said in the tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to create a logo like this. I have it already, so what I will do, I will close this in this. I go to the customizer. Then I click on the three dots next to the logo. I go for the logo in color, which is this one. I click on upload files. Select files. Now I'll upload all three logos I have. It's the white logo for a dark background. It's the colored logo and it is the fave icon. So I can say Command A, open. And I go for the colored one. Then I go for the transparent one with a white color. And then for the colored one again. Okay, so far so good. It looks like this. I think it's a little bit small. Better. And if I scroll down, there's no space. So what I want to do, I want to go to the main row. Make this a little bit bigger. Like that. So there's a little bit more space. Publish. Then here you see a WordPress favicon. I want to scroll down all the way, go to site identity, select the site icon, also known as a favicon. I select this one, skip the cropping, and there you go, publish. So now if I'm here between apple.com and tesla.com, then people immediately see, hey, there's the Green Decor Market website because of this beautiful favicon. Close it. Okay, now it looks like this. If I scroll down, it looks like that. I like it. So let's talk about the colors of the website. If I go to the customizer and I go to colors, look at this. I can change the global color palette. So I can bring it to blue, and then all those colors over here, which were green, will become blue. I can do the same thing with another palette. Well, right now it's affecting a few colors. But if you use all those colors in your website, the global colors, and you change this palette or you change one of the colors, everything will change in your website. It can also be the case with this background. So what I want to do, I want to bring this to palette 2. I want to grab this color and change it with the color of my logo. So I use the color picker in Photoshop to grab the color. The dark one is the main color for my layout. With a hashtag before. Yes, and then the second one, lighter one, copy. Paste. Great. Publish. Close. Okay, that's better. What else? If I go to apple.com and I go to a certain page, AirPods. I want to go back to the home page. There's no home over here. The same with Tesla. I go to Model X. I want to go back to the home page. Where is it? Well, I click here. And then I go to the home page. So why should I have a home page over here? I don't. So I go to the back end to menus. And over here, I see my main menu. So over here, I remove this one. I save the menu. Open it in a new tab, holding Command or Control. Command on the Mac, Control on the PC. And now it's gone. So if I go to Services, I want to go back to the home page. I click on the logo. What else? If I go to WooCommerce Settings, holding Command or Control, I go to VidaXL, Synchronization. I see I have Home and Garden and Lawn and Garden. I want to have those two as a category in my website. So in order to fix that, over here at Appearance Menus, I go to the screen options and I turn on product categories. I collapse this, and then over here, product categories, I can view them all. I go to the second page and I see Home and Garden, Lawn and Garden. I want those two as a category in my menu. So I have products, Home and Garden, and Lawn and Garden. Maybe I don't have services. I don't, because I'm only selling stuff. About us, for me, that's not necessary to talk about that. If you want to, you can do that. You can have a blog and you can have a contact page. I save the menu, and now look at this. Products. If I click over here, I see all the products in the website. If I click on Home and Garden, only Home and Garden related stuff, and Lawn and Garden, only Lawn and Garden related stuff. I don't like those colors, so I can go to the customizer. If you want to know more about the Blocksy theme, you can go to YouTube and search for Blocksy theme tutorial. I have one about the free version, which is this one. And the pro version, 2.5 hours and 1.5 hour. There I go to all the details on how to adjust things. Right now I want to click over here, go to design, the default state. I want it to be the green one. And when I hover over it, I don't want it to become green. I want it to stay the color. It stays the same, but I have the bar below with the animation. So I'm okay with that. And when I hover over here, I don't want this to become green like that, but I prefer this color. Better. Also here. So I can change it everywhere. Publish. Close. So I go to the home page and immediately people can go to products, home and garden, and lawn and garden, and to the blog and the contact page, and they can view our offer. If I don't have an offer, I go to the customizer, to the header. I remove the button. And if I want to, I can bring the menu to the right. Publish it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's how easy it is to adjust things in the theme. Scroll down and it looks like this. And again, if you want to learn more about adjusting things, I'm happy right now. But if you want to learn more, you can watch one of those tutorials that goes deeply into all this stuff. Since I'm working on the customizer or on the theme, let me go to the customizer. Let's take a look at the footer. Scroll down over here. I can also change things. So this area, I want to replace it with this one. Show more settings. Make it smaller. Like that. I can change this information over here. Change the address, all this information. I can change the menu, any account information, more information about products and the ways people can pay. And then we have the footer over here. Copyright, current year, and the site title. And I get rid of this area. And I can also over here choose a different color. Publish. Or I can get rid of this whole area. Click over here on edit. I can make this one column. Bring everything to the center. And then go over here to copyright. Bring it also to the center. Publish. Close. Now we're going to take a look at the page builder called Elementor. And we're going to adjust everything to our wishes so it represents what we are selling in the website. So I click on Edit with Elementor. Elementor has been installed by the Blockly team. And I need to recreate a kit. It's just a matter of clicking here. And then clicking here. Save the changes. Close this, go to the website. And again, edit with Elementor. Really important, you should be seeing container over here. If you don't see that, let's go back by clicking here and then on exit. And when you do that, you choose the option WP dashboard. So every time you go to the exit, you go to the dashboard of your website. Then you can go to Elementor, settings, features, and make sure that the Flexbox container is active. What I want to do, I want to activate all. So nothing in this tutorial will be outdated. I hope so, because now and then the look and feel of Elementor is changing. Yes, this is how I want things to see. Great. So I click over here on the layers. There I see the structure. So this is a representation of everything you see over here. So all these parts are containers. So I can double click, I can call this a hero in order to get some structure and a better overview. And when I click on the hero, I can adjust things. So I can go to the style. I can get rid of the image. I can create a overlay with the theme color, and then another time the theme color darker. I can change the angle, but this doesn't look that well. What I prefer to do, I go to ferdycorp.com/iStock, hit enter, and here I want to find an amazing image that will say something about my website. So really simple, just search for, in my case, green decor market. And maybe get rid of market. Green decor home. Yes, so I'm thinking about plants. Something like this, plants, green. So this is a good one. This one. What else can do? Garden. But first let me do this one. I have a, how do you say that? A subscription. So I can have around 100 images per year. You can also buy them individually. But for me, it's really important. The first impression of my website should be really amazing. So I have it over here. I open it in Photoshop. I make it 16 by 9. I work with the rule of thirds. So the couch over here should be on one of these lines. And this is also great. I save it. Make sure the image is in width 1920. It should be a JPEG. I like to make it 100% in quality and give it a good name, not iStock, but green home decoration. So terms people could search for. Then I go to tiny PNG. Go to my downloads, the most recent, no. This one on the homepage, the desktop I mean, is 1.6 megabytes and now only 320 kilobytes. So a decrease of 80%, while the quality of the image is maintained. So I go to the classic version. First, let me get rid of this. Go to the classic background type, grab this image, and then I like to get rid of the dashes, copy, paste, select it. Then image size is full, that's okay. Display size cover. Okay. What I can do, I can go to the background overlay and give it a color. Make it a bit darker, for instance. Then I change the angle to 90 degrees. And now I can make it fully visible, or I can make it transparent. Okay, what else? What I see, I did not make this page. It's been made by the Blocksy theme makers. So what I see, there's a lot of space over here. So if I go to the hero, to the layout, there's no minimum height, but there's a lot of space over here. How can that be? Well, it can be because of a few reasons. Let's go to advanced. And I see it already over here. There's a big padding. So if I bring this back to 0, tap, 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 no taps, taps are not working anymore. 0. Now it looks like this. Well, that's really close to each other. So I go to the hero to layout. Now I can change the minimum height. And then I can bring the content to the center. And also over here to the center. Okay, then I go back to style. And the display, let me see, the attachment should be fixed. And if I scroll down, the background stays the same. I love this. I love this effect. Publish. If I want to see the result, I can click on the eye. By the way, I have a complete Elementor tutorial. If you want to follow that, go to YouTube. How to make a website 30 2023. There it is, WordPress tutorial for beginners. It's 4 hours long. I like long tutorials. Almost 5 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. Wow. And I do not even plan to make 4 hours. It's just every time it's around 4 hours. I don't know. This one is shorter, so I'm happy for you. Okay. Really important. What does your website need to say? And Oh man, there's so much I can say right now. Don't say too much. Don't create a really big text over here. Make sure that in a glimpse of a moment, people can see what this website is all about. So right now it says beautiful plants for your interior. I can change that. And we can use AI for this. I need to connect my website to Elementor. If you don't have that yet, you can create an account. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. So let's talk a little bit about AI. Okay, well, I say new prompt, write a catchy text in 1 sentence about amazing home decoration with plants for the living room and garden. Generate the text. Okay. Make it shorter. Okay, something like that. Decorate your home with plants for a refreshing, lush oasis feel. Okay, that lush oasis. No point. Okay, okay. Well, that's an introduction to Elementor AI. There's no new collection. Right now I don't have editing handles. I want those. In order to get those, go to the Elementor icon, go to user preferences. I can make the look and feel dark if I want to. I'm not sure if I like it. But what I like is editing handles, so I turn those on. I leave this light for now. Publish. Okay, so now I can hover over here, close it. Hover over here, close it. Change the link to products. Or I say products. And there's the page. When I hover over it, it becomes that green color. No, thank you. I can also click over here, go to the style, make the text white, make the background transparent. When people hover over it, it becomes the dark color. And then I can give it a border, solid border. Something like that. And then I can go back to the layers, hero, layout, make it smaller. Let's say 700. And I can also make it the height or the viewport height of a screen. Let's say 100%. So for every screen, it will be 100%. And in that way, it will always look really clean, in my opinion. Decorate your home with plants for a refreshing view. Explore. Well, then you go to the page, so there should not be an arrow down. So I click over here. Content. No icon. Publish. Okay. I can click here. Change this whole look of view by making this white. But first, let me grab this. Make this a dark color. Maybe this one green. And this one the darker color. Which you can also still change because right now it's a little bit purplish. I click here, advanced. No spacing. And here I can say 60. Oh, wait. Wow, what's going on? Did I win the lottery? 60. No, I haven't because I don't play the lottery. I don't like the lottery. That was my free opinion where you did not ask for it, but you got it. Wow, some things in life, you know, you don't ask for it, but you get it. It's wow. It makes life a beautiful mystery. Okay. I can make this white. And over here, why is there no color? Is a color over here. Advanced, background, there you have it. When you hover over it, it becomes darker. Okay, I like the style. Copy, paste the style, paste the style. So you don't paste the content, only the style. Over here, I see a lot of space. Okay, it can be a bit more space, but I prefer to have it in the padding. Okay, so everything stays in the style of our website. Then I go over here. Uncheck this. No. Okay, what I can do over here, I can make this all a link here at the layout. Additional options, HTML tag. I can make it a link. And I can link this, I can rename this. So let me go over here. Home and garden. Let me see. Chair. Okay, it's a plant. So, okay, find the right, okay, let's click over here. I could copy this and then I could paste it over here. I can change it to Christmas stuff, but I paste the link over here. When I publish it, over here I can say 444 items. So now when people click here on my website or here on this whole area, they go to this page. So in that way you can adjust things. Of course, you can adjust the images. Featured products. They will be loaded when you see the page. All products. I don't want that. I don't want this video. I don't want to show our latest blogs. I do want people to sign up, but then I want this to be a whole fully width area, full width. So I say full width. I go to padding. Perfect. Publish. It's already optimized for all devices. So that's great. And in that way, you can adjust your homepage from something like this to this, depending on the content and the style of your website. Well, if you want to learn more about how to work with Elementor, create all those pages, the contact page, work with blogs. I have tutorials about all those subjects. As I said before, Elementor, or how to make a WordPress website. The great thing about this tutorial, mine at least, 30, is that I create everything from scratch. So there I'll learn exactly how to make beautiful pages, how to work with everything within Elementor, create great pages. So what we have right now, we have a working website with a lot of products imported from VitaXL through Woozah. Through Woozah, they are synchronized. We made sure that we increase the prices so that when people buy this, we make a profit. People can pay with PayPal over here. People can add it to their cart. They can view the cart, go to the checkout, fill in their details, pay with credit card or with PayPal. And when they do, an order goes to VitaXL. We need to make sure we confirm it, we make money, and the product goes to the buyer. But now the question is, how do we get visitors to our website? Well, let's talk about that. Okay, people, a really important subject. Right now we have a working website. Now it is time to get distracted by our crying daughter. No, now it's time to get traffic to our website. So let me show you a few ways to get traffic to your website. So the first way to get visitors to your website is writing blog posts. I see over here a blue party tent. So if I search for best party tents 2023. I scroll down, I skip all the ads. This is not an ad. Look at this. Title, some text, why trust reviewed, and then you can select it. Some information, the pros and the cons, and after that, you see a few different party tents. And if I'm like, yes, this is the one I want, buy it Amazon. Well, that's more affiliate marketing. But what you can do, you can place a link over here and then people go to your product and then they can buy it and add it to the cart. And not only can they go to this one, but to all the party tents you have over here. So you can have blog posts that compare certain party tents. You can have a blog post about why a specific party tent is so amazing. You can have a blog post about a party tent, how to set it up with images, with text. That brings me to the next thing. You can do the same thing, but no blog post, but videos. You can have a video about the best party tents and all the pros and the cons. And then say, hey, there's a link in the description. If you want to get this one, you can buy it over here. You can have a single video about a single party tent showing how amazing it is. And you can make a video about a single party tent, how to install that specific party tent, and then have a link in the description. You can place those videos on YouTube. You can place them on TikTok. You can place them on Instagram, on Facebook. Place them as much as you can, Snapchat. In order to get more traffic, you need to be on more platforms. So if I go to TikTok and I search for party tent, there's a special one, 18,000 views. Pop-up party tent. You can search for best party tents. Over here. And people watch it. Maybe it's not the most popular subject to search for on TikTok, but hey, there's so many products you can choose. So it can be a totally different product. In order to find out which products are really working well, really simple. Search for best products to sell on VidaXL. That's how I roll. I just Google it. And there's a lot of sponsored stuff. Top 10 VidaXL dropshipping products. They probably have a description. Soft close toilet seat. Okay, so this one. So you can sell this one on your website. Do some research. What are other people saying about this tool? And then make better content about it. It can be blog posts, how-tos, comparisons. It can be videos with comparisons, videos with how-tos. Make content, make content, make content, or outsource it. Let other people make the content. Say, hey, I want to have the best videos and the best blog posts about this tool. What does it cost? And then you can run those on TikTok, on Instagram. And that brings me to the next thing. You can even run advertisements. When I go to Instagram all the time, I see advertisements for courses because I'm interested in courses. I see a lot of advertisements about cars because I clicked on a few. And that's what you can do. You can place advertisements about VidaXL products that are selling really well. Make a really good video about it. Or let someone else do that. Run it as an ad. See if it's working or not. Or even better, make 3 different videos and do split testing. So you can see exactly which advertisement is bringing you the most sales. And if you want to learn how to do that, this tutorial is more about how to set up the shop. But if you want to get more traffic, let me show you how you can learn that. How to create amazing ads for Instagram. Bam. Now you can learn how. How to start with Google Ads. Now you can learn how to start with Google Ads. How to do Facebook ads split testing. You can learn all those things on YouTube. How to write a blog post. I have a tutorial about it. It's probably not number 1, also not number 2. The funny thing is that the shorter videos are being watched more, while my video is 2 hours long. Here it is, 2 hours long. So that's something weird. If you teach it in a shorter way, you get more views, but I prefer to give you all. That's why this tutorial is also longer, because if you search for how to start with drop shipping, 50 minutes, 12 minutes, that seems to be working better. So it's actually more entertainment than teaching you actually how to do it. And I do my best to teach you actually how to do it. So that's how you can get traffic. And what I really love is the saying from Zig Ziglar: if you help other people to get what they want, you can have anything you want. So when you help people to get the right products in any niche, you can have anything you want. So you can make videos about it, blog posts, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, Snapchat, make a lot of content. Let the content be really good. There's another saying, be the first one or be the best one. So, or be the first to create those advertisements, but you're not the first one. So become the best one. Become the best one in making ads that will help people to buy things you promote. And the more you do it, the better you become at it. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, how you can get more traffic. If you're going for the blog posts, there's a beautiful layout over here. And I have a tutorial on how to create a blog post, and then it will be displayed like this, which looks amazing in my opinion. People can leave a reply, people can leave a comment. You can even adjust it. By the way, if you want to know more about the Blocksy thing, I have a Blocksy theme tutorial over here. Also Blocksy Pro from last year. What else? If you want to optimize your website even better, I have a SEO tutorial 30, Rankman tutorial, a year old, 2 hours. I like 2-hour tutorials and show you everything. So you can optimize this website for all devices. What else? You can create an email list 30, a tutorial on how to build an email list from scratch. I made a lot of money with that, as you see. That's a weird thing. Again, a really in-depth tutorial, 2 hours and 38 minutes or 30 minutes. Not that much views, but hey, it's super high quality content. So that's what you can do. In order to get more traffic, search how to get more traffic. And I showed you a few ways on what you can do. And then I hope you get a lot of visitors and a lot of sales. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for achieving what you've done in this tutorial. Maybe you only watch it and you're going to put it into practice right now. I hope you already did something. In both cases, I'm happy for you that you reached this point. This is the end. Thank you. And I wish you the best of luck with your dropshipping journey. And I hope you will be really successful with it. I've done my best to put everything in this tutorial, not skip any step. So now it's up to you to put the best products on your website, create content around it, or make sure people will watch it and go to your website, get traffic, make sales, make profit. And in that way, you have a successful dropshipping business. My name is Ferdy. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to like it, leave a comment, and subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. Bye-bye.